Okay guys, this is going to be the fourth and final tutorial for you. I will show you how to do the footer based on the code you've already got, how to update your extra pages, okay, and show how they're all linking together, okay. So I did have a request to show how to set colors, and I will do that as the final bit on the page. Okay, so as our buttons already worked before, I'm just going to take one of them and copy it, and inside my footer I will remove the text and paste in my button. We'll just run it and see if that works. Okay, now I have my home icon, which will be part of my footer, inside the footer. Now, if I want to centralize again, I will go box, set width, 20, again, new line, box, set horizontal line, center, and use horizontal layout so that everything goes from left to right again. And let's run that now. Okay, now it is in the center. Now my layout has been affected a little bit by adding in our navbars. So all we need to do is a very simple cheat. Okay, so let's look back. I want a space after my logo, between the navbar. I wish to have a space there, and I need a space there. So this is the simplest way we can do it. So after my logo, I want the space. So just underneath, start a string, you press enter, and post to wall. And let's see if that works. Yes, it does. So if it's already worked, we'll cheat again. Select, copy, and this time we want them after the buttons. So just on the last button, last curly bracket, paste in a new line. And the final bit is just after and before the footer. Paste there, and let's see what that looks like now. Okay, so the only thing that didn't work was the space after the buttons, and I believe that is because we are using picture buttons. So all I have to do there is force the .coach to have a line before it, and try it now. And there we have it. So I now have a logo, a navbar, my main content here, and my footer here. Okay, I can put some web icons in there, I can put some fancy icons in there, and have them link into websites or Facebook or social media or Twitter, whatever you decide you want to use for your app. Okay. Now, as you'll notice, I've not added anything into the main content, because each main content will change across the different pages. So as I did in the first section or the first tutorial, we will do a select, drag down, bring the page down, and then show that everything is covered in green, and click on copy selection. So on gallery, I will delete what I already put in there. So just do that, delete, click in there, and paste. Now while I'm doing that, I will change .coach to gallery. The reason I am doing this is to make sure that I am linking between each page. I'll now do the same for location. End of the horizontal, select and drag it down. Delete and paste. Looks good. So far so good. And do not forget to change .coach to location this time. Dismiss, and we'll do the final for reviews. Bring it down, delete selection, and paste it in. And change our text to say reviews. Now, if we run this now, we have .coach, so click that one, gallery, click that one, location, that one, reviews, and back to home. So our 4 screens join between each other. They go across to the separate pages, and everything is okay. So, what if we want to add some colour to it? Make it look a little bit nicer, okay? So our navbar looks nicer. That's what happens when you open too many pages. Click dismiss and go back to the main. And I will show you on the first one, you can change the remainder yourself. So I do not forget what's doing what. If I press the plus icon and // navbar here. This just makes it easier for me to determine which box is which. Okay, and it's the navbar that I wish to have a nice colour on. Okay, so create your new line and click on Add New Library. Now what you want is hex to RGB, and it is by this guy called Eric Peterson. Click enter, and let's just change it to hex so it's easier to call. Yep, and it's now been changed to hex. So we go back into home. Now once again, this is something we want to use across every page. So if we put it in here, we can do it on every page. So back to .coach or charity box or whatever else you're wanting your image from. Okay, and if I right click on inspect element, I can actually find my hex code here. You will probably already have your own hex codes, and if you don't, you can use an RGB. Okay, it sounds more like I'm a pirate when I say R, but if you do an RGB to hex converter, you will be able to get your own hex code. So in the initialize section, just click on the end of my picture and create a new line. Now I called it hex, so I type in hex color. In there, I paste in my hex. Now what you do not want to do is paste it with that in. Remove that, and you just want the 6-digit hex color, and press OK. Click on the end, once again, store in variable, and promote to data. So the data is now called color final, and it's a hex code of hex color. Okay, now this is the color I'm looking for, this one here, this little blue. Let's see if it was successful. So in here, for the navbar, because that's the one I want to be blue, box, set background color, and if we remove the colors random, we can actually type in the color, the name of our data. So the data's here, and there it is there. Click OK, and let's just run and check. Did it work? Yes, it did, and I'm very proud of that. But it seems to have messed up the horizontal aligned center. But once again, basic app, as long as you make an app, that is all that I am bothered about. Okay, now as I have this already, if I just select and copy, I can go to the appropriate section and paste in. So gallery, location, paste, and finally reviews. And run. All of my navbars are the blue from .coach. I could leave that as white, and I could do the same again for the footer. So I have a nice blue navbar, a nice blue bottom navbar, and I am done. Okay, I have got my navbar, my footer, and my logo. Now the final thing I want to show you is how to put in pictures. Okay, so where I've got the welcome to .coach, that's what I'm going to change. Okay, so I'll just cut that out. Just underneath my gallery with a new line, because that's my title, is where I'll add my picture. Now you can do this in any way. You could go web and download picture, and on .coach we could see if .coach has any pictures we can use. So let's have a look. Let's do a contact us. See if we have any pictures in the contact us. No. If I take that off, for coaches, let's see, I'm trying to find a picture. Okay, so I'm just going to take this one, view image, grab the link again, copy, and paste it in. Now, I put it in the wrong section again. Just make sure to put into, so you can actually put this into the initialize section of the page that you're currently on. It doesn't need to be on the main thing. And if you store as variable, it's just available on this page, which is the only page I want to call pick. So underneath my new line, pick, post to all. For some reason it's seeing it as a that'll do it. It sees pick two, post to all. And on my gallery, wherever it is hiding, I have the picture. I can then, should I wish, do the same again, download another picture, okay, until you have enough to fulfill your gallery, and then, as before, string, new line, post to wall, new line. I'm just going to do the same again with pic 2, post to wall, string, new line, post to wall again. You could just copy and paste that one continuously. Pic 2, post to wall. And I should have a simple basic gallery. Which I do, and it looks very nice. And then, where my footer is, I'll just put in one more new line to give myself space between my gallery and my footer. Run the main, check out my gallery, and I have a nice gallery. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've learnt a lot from my 4 tutorials. If you wish to see any other tutorials, please comment below or email me and I will try and add more for you. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you again soon.